Welcome back. My name is Vanessa from Wild Woman Bushcraft, and I invite you to accompany me and two of my three kids, my German Shepherd dog here, at a 24-hour trip at my small forest off-grid cabin. We don't have any luxury there, but what we have is this. Listen. Absolutely quietness surrounding. And this is the best luxury what we can have in our stressful time. Quietness and the possibility to calm down again. If you like to, you can accompany us through our 24-hour trip and calm down a little bit with us. Let's go. When I've brought everything from the car to the cabin, because there is no directly street to the cabin, I have to carry the wall items by hand at least, then there is also a lot to do, because when I'm not at the cabin I have everything closed and fixed. I don't want to have unvisited visitors inside of the cabin, humans and animals, and because of this I have to remove everything before I can start with the relaxing times. Just come with me and I show you everything what needs to be done. It was pretty hard to open this window closer. Sorry, I don't know the right translation. Because I'm here in the middle of the forest. It's a wet forest full of spruce and pine trees and a lot of moss. And when somewhere is growing so much of moss, that means everything is wet the whole time. So this cabin stands at least 30 years, more than 30 years. and it is made out of a special needle tree. I also don't know the translation, but I will add the text to the video description, to the video. And this would last a lifetime. But I'm in the nature, that means nature changes things. And when you build something out of wood, it could be that the wood is growing when it's wet and shrinking when it's dry. And when it's wet and the wood gets bigger in volume, that means that you are maybe sometimes unable to open things like this here. Then you have to try it with a lot of power and pressure, which works this time, or you just have to wait till it gets warmer or drier or both. And you can, when you are in nature, you have to go with nature, you have to go in this flow, because you will be unable to fight against nature, you will lose. Aika is always there with me. She is so sad when I was at the cabin and my shoe smells like cabin and she was not with me. She will be the whole time angry with me if I let her at home and drive to the cabin without her. So that means, if it's possible, she's always with me, and she's a protection dog, which means she can run free here, but she will not be far away than 50 meters around of the cabin. If we go somewhere, she will go with us and just protect her family the whole time. Just because I have my cabin here in the woods, that doesn't mean that I want to have the whole space here just for me. It is the area of the wildlife and not of the humans, and because of this I have to show respect, and I don't want to shock them away. Because of this we are silent when we are here. We have built several possibilities for wildlife, like here, this flat house. Under the cabin there's some huge animal, some mysterious huge animal who lived there since several years. I have no idea what kind of animal, but you see that there is a lot of digging in the underground. Aika also loves the smell. I have to bite me in my own ass because I have the idea to just put an wildlife camera down there, but I forgot it every time. But I have to do this very soon because I want to know what lives here under the cabin. And of course there are so much mouses around. In the past they were inside of the cabin. Happily they are now just outside. For those persons that don't know my forest cabin, let's start here. This is my compost toilet. It's one of the possibilities that you can use without running water and energy. So it is not like at home, but it is better than nothing. I have here everything inside what I need. Toilet, hand wash area, disinfectant, some hygienic items. Yeah, just everything that you need. And the toilet is directly here at my small terrace from the forest cabin, that you don't have to go into the wood in the middle of the night. This here is my small terrace. It is a part of the cabin itself. I have a door which I can close during the night, because I'd love to have the door open in the summer times till I go to bed, and then it's just a physical barrier for my dog and everybody else. I have here a place to sit, and my plan in the past was to have here something like a table that I can fix up if I don't need it and bring down if I want to eat here, because this is only a small area to walk through. The toilet is here in the background, and I don't want that it takes so much time, so much space, but I don't found the right solution yet. Maybe you have a perfect idea. When it's raining, I'm able to have a barbecue outside here, and I also have an beer bank, which we call in Germany an outdoor sitting area and table like it is at the Oktoberfest. And it's just lovely to eat outside in the middle of the woods. It's comfortable inside of the cabin also, but in the summertime I love to spend the whole day outdoors. The cabin is pretty small, and because of this everything has its own space and everything is full. When you come inside, you have here directly behind the door the wardrobe, a little bit small, especially in the winter, but this is everything what is possible. And when you walk in, you are directly in dinner room, living room and cooking room, everything included in once. Here I have some fire extinguisher, very important in a cabin completely out of wood, first aid kit and a lot of water. The cabin is always cold and always dark when I'm not inside, and because of this the water won't get bad. This is not for washing hands. I have my washing water out in the toilet. This here is for cooking and for making the dish. This here are such camping canisters that I can carry home and back to the cabin, fill it up, and yeah, it will last a long time. But I have more here at the cabin in case of any emergency, that I have just enough here to stay alive for a long time. So, and this here is for cleaning the dish, and this is an old tool. I hope I'm right, but I think this is for meat of pork, when they want to have the fat removed from the skin, you know. This is a tool where that they used in the past for this reason. Then we switch to fridge and cooking possibility. So this here is my cooking area. This is camping gas cooker, 2 flames. I don't like to cook with gas and I don't like to cook inside, but for the winter time it is better. So I have here this propane gas bottle. It lasts a long time. So, and today I have an Makita Eco vacuum cleaner with me. It's not mine, certainly not. I've borrowed it from the neighbors because I have to clean all the spider webs here inside. And this here is my fridge. I don't need it in the winter time, so I just have it as a storage area for all my food, which I need now in the next 24 hours. Or also something that is just inside because there is space, like the beer. I always have beer at the forest cabin. If some forest neighbor come to visit, I'm prepared for everything. So this here is my dish area. So now you see what I mean with I don't have so much storage place. So it's just all added here. This here is an Eco light, which is very good. So, and in this boxes here, this is my storage area for all the prepping containers, all the prepping food, long-term food, and leather, which has the possibility to switch it down together and it don't need so much space. And here is my heating possibilities. It works with petroleum. It's pretty easy to handle in the cabin, but if I have this oven on, I have to open a window the whole time. But it is enough to have the cabin warm and cozy. Here is my energy solution. I have 2 different massive Jackery solar generators. I can load them up with solar, but sadly up at my roof there is not enough sun because of all the trees around. Because of this I have to use a very long cable or bring the whole station with the solar panel outside in the sun. Here is my only luxury in the cabin, a coffee machine, but I don't drink coffee anymore. Yeah, and here is storage place, and here is a lot of stuff which hasn't any storage place. These here are my sleeping bags. I have to hang them up that they can dry out completely because you're sweating a lot over the night. In the summertime it is easy just hang it outside for a few hours, but in the winter time when the air is so wet, it is a bad decision to bring them outside. This here is an extra sleeping area when I have more guests than beds. Someone was very angry sometimes because he thought this is an America flag, and he wrote me a very, very angry comment why I have an America flag at my cabin. So stupid people are more and more and more. Here is another storage area for some extra clothes, toys, books, towels, and kids backpacks, extra sleeping bag, and here is the kid sleep area, and down there my area and also kids area. So I removed the cotton of the mattress because it smells always so muddy, and I don't like the smell, and because of this I always bring a fresh one from home with me. So, and I will show you this area when it's cleaned up later. This here is our table for eating, playing, just sitting, reading, whatever. Now you have seen everything of my cabin. I'm very looking forward for your comments, what you would do completely different in a complete other style or whatever. You always have your own vision and your own possibility to see, but eyes from other people see things complete different and have complete different ideas. So feel free to write in the comments what you would do completely different than me. I want to go outside now a little bit with the kids because the sun is coming out and it is getting dark so early. Because of this, we just want to spend some time outdoors before we come back and clean a little bit, cook, and do a little bit of decoration inside. So let's go out and come back later. We are back from our walk. It was very beautiful, but it was almost dark when we start the walk. A little bit of sunshine was out, but then it's getting darker and darker so far, so soon. but we enjoyed anyways. I also brought something special from the walk. I will show it later. Now I'm starting to clean the cabin a little bit. I have this Makita Akku vacuum cleaner. So normally I just do it by hand, but you will never get it so clean like with the vacuum cleaner. So the light here inside isn't the best. It is a little bit of twilight and I cannot see the spider webs everywhere. I have no idea why the spiders are inside here. There are no insects, but they are just going in every time again. So I have to clean them up and then I have to put the stuff all away from the walls and clean behind them because the cabin is so full with stuff. It is a little bit difficult to clean, but I have to do it anyways. From time to time I do a wall clean. I also want to clean the windows today, so then everything is just clean again for hopefully a long time. But in the time between we will start cooking because it is now 6 o'clock in the evening and so slowly we are getting hungry and I can clean again when this, the food is heating up. Food, ja. Food heißt Essen. Okay, so let's go. So Sebastian, dann zünd uns mal die Kerzen an.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
It is important for me that I teach the kids from a very young age and safe handle with possibly dangerous things like flames, campfire, open fire in general, blades, saw, whatever, because then I can teach them safe handling with them. It is better this way as they try it for their own in secret and something would happen. We will have soup for dinner. I cooked yesterday a piece of beef bone, beef leg. That meat will be very soft and the kids will cut now a few vegetables and then we have also noodles and here is a hot tea for later. Achtung.
Ich muss meine erst fertig machen.
Okay.
Und du kannst meinen schon nehmen.
Gib mir mal die kleinen Stücke von dir.
Nein, du kannst die selbst nehmen.
Okay.
Ich nehme auch. Die will ich aber essen, die.
Die kannst du essen. Bist du schon bereit fürs nächste Stück? Mhm. Und für die nächste Gebe rüber?
Ich bin gleich für die dritte bereit. Fertig geschnitten.
Gut. Weil der nicht schmeckt.
Ich schneide das extra klein in.
Okay.
Dass es gut ist.
Ja, wird schon gut werden.
Noch was?
Du darfst mir bitte noch ein paar Scheiben Brot schneiden. Ja. Aber nicht so viele, weil wir müssen erstmal schauen, ob es gegessen wird.
Kann ich mal eine zum Essen abschneiden?
Klar. Den Rest auch noch reinstreifen. Von deinem Teller. Mit dem Messer reinstreifen.
Du hattest daheim.
Mit der anderen Seite vom Messer. Mit der Oberseite streift man es immer. Weil sonst das Messer stumpf wird. Oben noch. Gut, dann kannst du dir, wenn du das gemacht hast, auch eine Scheibe Brot abschneiden. Ich brauche jetzt noch ein bisschen Abspülwasser.
Wieso sagst du das?
Das sagt man so, dass man etwas überlebt.
Arme Mama.
I will cut the meat in pieces and Aika is looking forward for the bone. Ich schenke euch jetzt den Tee an. Aber er ist immer noch heiß. Blaubeere.
Lecker.
Oh, da war ein Teebeutel dabei. Ich glaube, das ist meine Tasse.
Steht da Marinos?
Ja. Nein, hier steht Marinos. Du hast Sebastians Tasse. A good bone for Aika. Looks very tasty. I found something at our walk before, an witch egg. And this witch egg is a mushroom, an edible mushroom. And in Germany this mushroom is called Stinkmorchel because stink means smells bad. Stinken. Smell is very bad. And yeah, the mushroom smells really bad, but not in this baby area. It smells bad when the mushroom is growing out of this glibbery egg. We will cut it open now together, and it is edible without cooking. Let's take a closer look.
Wie ist ein Roboter ferngesteuert? Ja, ja, bin ich. Schau mal. Hier ist Hallo.
Der ist rot.
Und da, Hallo.
Ich hätte den da voll gern.
Ich auch.
Und auch den da.
Ich hätte gern den voll.
Und den.
Ich hätte gern den.
Oder nee, den aufziehbaren.
So this here is the glibbery area. This is the mushroom itself. If you collect it, eat it directly. I read so many comments of people who left this mushroom overnight in the fridge, and when they opened the fridge in the next morning, the mushroom was growing overnight and they have like a smell explosion, very, very bad. So I will try it now. I don't know how it tastes. I tasted once years ago, but then I never found one. So let's see how bad the taste is. If it's tastes bad like it looks, we will see. Let's see how it tastes, the first bite. It doesn't really have a taste. If I would describe it in a taste, I would say it tastes like earth and moss. So not good, but also not bad. Something between. So I think I will leave the next one in the forest. But if you found one, try it out. It is just an experience. Jetzt wird es richtig warm hier drin. Fast schon zu warm. Ich muss jetzt gleich mal schauen. Sebastian, wie viel Grad haben wir? Kannst du es sehen?
Fast 30 Grad.
Wirklich? Oh Gott.
Sebastian.
Okay.
Sebastian.
Hoppala. Es dauert jetzt nicht lange, dann ist das Essen fertig, gell? Wagt.
Ja. Hände waschen. Das hat man im halben Wald gehört. Komm. Okay.
lecker.
Guten Appetit! Guten Appetit!
Guten Appetit!
The oven is out and now it's start to getting cold, and because of this I have to fill the tank up again. I have here those pump. It is a cheap thing, but for this it is completely enough. And then we can heat up again.
Ist das rotes Wasser?
Das ist ja kein Wasser, das ist Petroleum. Das ist für die Petroleumlampen und zum Einheizen.
Ah, so rotes Wasser.
Na, das ist extra gefärbt, damit man weiß, dass es kein Wasser ist. Zum Abendausklang haben wir jetzt noch so kleine Buchengelchen gemacht zum Aufhängen. Ganz simpel aus alten Buchseiten, bisschen Schnur und Holzkugel. Echt wenig Arbeit und einfach umzusetzen, aber schaut wirklich toll aus. This is how the bed looks like. Oh, it was beautiful collected before, and now the kids were inside, and now it's all together again. So only the sleeping bags are missing, and then everything is ready for bed, and we will go inside of our sleeping bags and enjoy the end of the evening. Good night and until tomorrow morning. Good morning. I am already a little bit awake. The kids are out in the wood. I let them watch a wolf documentation this morning because everything is cold in the morning here in the cabin. At home I'm not a friend of watching TV after waking up, but here at the cabin we have different conditions and that means different rules. So I let them watch a documentation for a half hour, and then this time I'm heating the cabin up, making breakfast, making a hot milk, and so everything is cozy when they are standing up. It is their childhood and you have to make their childhood comfortable and cozy and wonderful. And I'm pretty sure these are the moments they would remember when they are growing up, and so feel free to do sometimes something special and break the rules that you have normally. Look, these are the angels that we created yesterday out of old books, book pages, and on wooden marble. They are beautiful. So here at the cabin, something small and not so bright like the typical Christmas decoration look so much better. It's an eye catcher. I'm looking forward how long they would stay together because of the high watt temperature condition in the air. I am afraid that they break up and falling down. We will see. And outside the sun is already coming and waking up the ghosts of living and joy. Every time I have a lot of extra clothes for the kids with me at the cabin, but no extra shoes. And this time on the walk to the cabin, my youngest son walked into water and the shoes are drying and I have no extra shoes with me. But lucky for him, I've got Crocs from a neighbor, and I thought they would be a good thing for the cabin, for inside of the cabin, as house shoes. And yeah, now he was able to walk with the Crocs through the woods. Not the perfect pitch, but better than walking barefoot at this time of the year. Also, when outside the sun is shining a little bit, if I haven't the lights on, it is here inside completely dark. So, all the sleeping bags should hanging here to dry out. You sweat a lot over the night, and so this way I can let them dry out a little bit. It is no good choice at this time of the year to hang them outside in these wet weather conditions. So because of this I have no other option as hang them inside to dry out. This here is the last one that I have to hang up. This is from Marinos, my youngest, and he has a small growing sleeping bag. So these are all from Gritzy bag, and this is also a Gritzy bag, sleeping bag. I will add you the link in the video description. This is for smaller kids, so this is the normal size that he has now, and if he is growing and getting bigger in his size, you can open up this area here, and then you will have extra 30 centimeters of sleeping bag, and you don't have to buy a new one. So this is perfect for kids in a younger age, because an adult size sleeping bag is dangerous for them if they are grubbling in the night during the end, and then maybe they don't get enough air and get in panic. So better is a kid size sleeping bag or this growing sleeping bag. They have all down, and some of them also down wool inside, and because of this it is important that they can dry out, because otherwise they will smell muddy. So this here is the only sleeping bag which is not from Gritzy bag, because this is the sleeping bag of my biggest son, Johannes. It's a McKinley sleeping bag, and he's using this one because it was the last thing a beloved friend of us slept in the night in the mountains before he died tragically in the next day. And this has an emotional part for all of us, and especially my oldest son, and because of this he's using his sleeping bag in beloved memory of him. Did you already noticed my new one-piece overall? I always thought overalls are shitty, and then I've got this one and now I love it. This is my must-have for the following winter trips, because it is comfortable. It is a merino wool mix, and I was always so angry when I had strong movement, or if I have to put up something from the ground. I always had here in this area open skin at the kidneys. And this is something which is really disgusting in the cold temperatures. And now I haven't this problem anymore, because it is one piece. I also use this as a sleeping overall outside or outdoors. And at the first layer of my onion principle in the winter, clothes over clothes over clothes over clothes. This is the one which is directly at my body, and it's perfect. It's so comfortable. So men's have it easy because it is a two-way zipper. If they have to pee, they just can open it up here. For women's, it is a little bit more difficult because you have to remove the whole upper part. But yeah, it's also possible. This is from Jeff Anderson, and you can buy it by Pia Wets. I add you the link in the video description. Check it out, it is so comfortable. This is my last dish that I have to clean today, and then I'm ready with the most of the work. I always check the cabin again when I shut the lights and close the door. Then I check the gas, the energy, and then I can close everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the time with me in the woods. All the products that I have used are in the video description. And I wish we see us again in the next video. Have a great time. Bye!